So there's probably some people saying to themselves, "What? Where's the real BBC as? I saw you advertise the stream. I saw that the stream was going, but there's no real BBC." Well, stuff happened. So let's go into it. Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Yesterday I thought was a normal-ish day. My sleeping pattern's a wee bit off, and I had woken up around about 1:30 in the morning, and about 7 a.m. I decided, you know what? I'll do some streaming. I'll do some video gam streaming. So I streamed some Slay the Spire 2, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm loving it, and I go for about 6 or so hours. And towards the end of that stream, or during that stream, I realized that I haven't eaten, and we start talking about food and this, that, and the other. One of the things that was brought up was fish and chips. Now, I didn't want fish and chips when I finished the stream, but I thought, oh, fish. That's a good idea. And I'll sort of surf and turf it. I'll do some fish and I'll do some chicken. So I have some fish and I have some chicken. And then leading up into the start of the real BBC, I'm feeling very queasy. And about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the show, I am retching in the toilet. I am talking to God on the porcelain telephone. And so I hope that I've got it all out of my system. And I go into the stream room and I tell Morley what's happened. And the show starts off and things kind of happen. So here is this real BBC, but there's going to be a few amendments along the way.
Contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The intro is what?
That intro is rather longless, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
It is, but we're sort of in preparation of getting a new one.
Yes.
That isn't going to get us copyright struck every.
I know.
Fucking week.
Us three singing. It won't be copyright.
Maybe we should do that.
Hi everyone, welcome to the real BBC Daylight Saving Edition number 1 until the end of the month when we decide to catch up to Daylight Saving. This time of year pisses me off. So frustrating.
I think
I'm your host is for this was Gary.
I identify in this time zone at this time for the rest of time, not falling back. I'm tired of this shit. It's so dumb.
Tired of this shit, man. Molly.
Yes.
Hello.
Slay the Spire 2 came out. It was real fun. I was playing it. Oh, you played it too. That is a game. There's several of its kind where you'll be playing. You'll be like, that was a fun half hour. And it's like 2 hours gone. You're like, what? What the fuck's going on? It's just, does it?
How much did you stream yesterday? How long did you stream yesterday?
3 hours, but it was only one run.
Wow. I streamed 6 hours today. I have already streamed 6 hours today.
Wow.
Do you comprehend that, Gary?
Streaming 6 hours?
I've already streamed 6 hours today.
Oh, you've already streamed 6 hours.
Yeah, before we've even got to real
you comprehend that, Gary.
Can I comprehend that?
Because it's what time
better
is
at
it?
gaming,
11
dude.
o'clock, 10 o'clock.
I would beat the game in 3 hours.
Oh, as long as that.
Get good, as. I streamed for an hour and a half before.
And then after the stream, I had a little talky morly. Yeah. And then I went to get, so I said, I'll need to get something to eat before the afternoon, Be Real BBC. So I went off and got something to eat, chugged me some water, just spent the last 15 minutes fucking over the bog, puking my ring up.
Puking what up?
His ring.
Puking my ring up. My ring piece. My one piece.
What's that mean?
Talking to God on the porcelain telephone.
Oh, taking a shit? Or...
I mean, that might have happened too.
So you were puking your guts out. You were thrown up?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
I don't know. So now I've got to sip water and not gulp it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, that sucks.
It was such a fun experience.
Like delayed reaction to Starfleet Academy. Who knows?
It might have been. It might be.
It could well be
preparation for the next episode.
It could well be.
It's over, dude. It's gonna be over.
The PTSD's kicked in. In 2 days' time, I'll be working on the last review for a long time. I'm sort of fingers crossing forever, but I don't think we'll be so lucky.
I don't think we'll be that lucky. And because I skipped this week, I have to double up. I got to start like today on last episode, which I fucking hell.
You quit.
I didn't quit. I'm doing 2 episodes in one. So it's still happening.
Still going to be like a 20-minute video, though. You're just going to do 10 minutes on each.
I mean, it'll be 30. It'll probably be 30.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, not much happened last episode. It was just like setup. I mean, there's plenty of dumb.
There was a lot of dumb. There's always a lot of dumb. That's all the show is dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. And oh, look, there's Jaden in a skirt. But this week there was Jaden in a skirt twice, 2 different types of skirt.
2 different types of skirts. Yes.
Yeah.
And they somehow surrounded the entirety of Federation space with a bunch of fucking bombs.
I've been laughing myself stupid at major grins.
Dude,
videos
killing it this year. It is so good. It is so good. Now, it's going to be long. And then we're doing a supercut after that. So I won't be quite done until next week.
I don't know how I'm going to get away with a supercut.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's essentially just doing a review. Because you do a roundabout the review stuff, so you can just cut all that out and just get into the review stuff.
Yeah. So
here's the shitty review for this shitty show.
Damn, shitty review.
I do a beginning, middle, and end, and then we repurpose some stuff around. But
maybe
some people wait for the supercuts though. That's what they do.
It would be over 10 hours the video.
Oh, yours? Yeah.
Some people prefer the binge model. What can you say?
And you're saying that with Mahler on the panel, as
right? I know. A man who did a 17-hour video.
Yeah.
Still though, so TFA Part 5, it was actually Little Platoon that managed to get that out on time. Not because he was editing, but he gave me advice on copyright. That he's like more aware of it now than even I am, because a lot of my projects now move through different people first, so that they have to deal with it first, giving different pieces or chopping it up. Or in the case of Outlaws, I didn't have to worry much at all about copyright, which was really nice. But the way he was describing it, he had like a way around it that I never even heard of before, that involves the the mobile app for YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
If you pull up the claim on that, instead of the YouTube version where it's like scattered and it says like these are all your claims, on that one it's almost like it's a glitch where it will show you the actual offending moment in the timeline. So if you can pick them out and get rid of them, then it'll stop claiming everything. And I was like, I had no fucking clue that was a thing. And he was like, yeah. And I was just like, can you imagine the torture that we have to go through in order to find that out? Like, how stupid that is. It's like a backdoor into discovering what YouTube has an issue with instead of just fucking saying it. But the reason I bring this up is because, you know, he's been having loads of difficulty with Stranger Things, trying to get it out. And, man, it's really hot out there for the longs, you know? You start to think, like, maybe because his solution is to just break it up, make parts instead, which is like, I might consider that for, like, you know, future projects that are even over an hour, because the copyright attacks on your video are completely different for
yeah.
and it makes everything so much fucking easier. And you know the sad thing, it means that you can have longer clips, which are better for the audience, as in, like, understanding a scene instead of having to fucking chop it up and then move things around so that the movie or the whatever TV show is all screwed up and weird. Whereas, but you, like, have to do it to avoid copyright. If you keep it under an hour, then you can play some things in full. Sometimes you can get away with like fucking 20 seconds. It's crazy.
I've always sort of adopted the image model as opposed to the video model, because I was having too many problems with the video model. So I was like, well, what if I just put up an image instead of the footage and then speak around it?
Yeah.
Which then gave me license to just talk absolute nonsense, because it was just so annoying. So when it came to like Batwoman, for instance, there'd be scenes that I would just make up because it was just so stupid. I would just make up the scene when I describe it, you know, for comedic effect, shall we say. Yeah, I think one of the episode where they took, was it the fucking gray spider or whatever, and turned him gay, and then he was also a villain, and all this nonsense, and then I just, you know, where he's just talking nonsense. So I just said, and he was just like, some people call me Fluffy. It was like, that never happened, obviously, of course. never said if some people call me Fluffy. And then that of course got clipped and put into the Ocean Man video. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. It just kind of like happened. But yeah, I just like embellished scenes for Batwoman because it was just so dumb to talk about. You'd just be like, and then she did this, which she didn't do at all.
I know.
For us, it was just like, I like showing the shit, you know, so that the audience at home can see it. It is all its glory. But man, do they just fucking discourage every angle of it on YouTube? It's so annoying.
Yes. Which it's so funny when you think about, if you go to Twitch, they're literally just putting on fucking whole TV programs and walking off.
Yep.
You know, and then you get people like yourself or whatever that'll do a video, take months and months and months and months, go through all copyright hell and back to get it into a position to release it, and then some twat on Twitch will just watch that and fuck off. They'll just put it up and watch it in its entirety on there. And you're just like, is Mauler getting any credit for this? No. Is he getting any kickback from this? No.
What's weird on Starfleet Academy, we've gotten hit a couple times and I won the appeal like pretty quickly. And then eventually I lost one.
Oh.
And it makes no sense because I'm like, well, the video I won on is no different clip wise than the video I lost on. So I had a little chit chat because I'm part of that program. Well, with a bunch of gay guys. And because everybody works at YouTube is gay for some reason. Big shocker. And yeah, it was like, this came in because you know, if you appeal, they have the right to say no, and then I can take it further and it goes to court or some bullshit. So nobody ever goes that far, right? And they're like, no, I suspect they just got tired of your appeals. And they came in, and if I was to guess, they said, which they know, that they're mad. They're mad. And you can tell they're mad because we're probably gonna show a clip later of Alex Kurtzman getting some fucking award at the Saturns, and the whole thing was a bit defensive, don't you think?
Lifetime achievement. Yeah, he just there's a lot of I saw actually a clip of Mr. Michelle Gellar, aka Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Michelle Gellar. Yeah.
Freddie Michelle Gellar being very defensive about Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And this came from the actual fucking mouth of George Lucas, so everyone who out there is going to go fuck yourself. It's like, and it was just like, oh,
because George never made a bad decision with Star Wars.
No, never in his life.
No,
never understood that. It's like, well, George wanted it this way. It's like he wanted a lot of things, man.
Yeah. We were, even before the prequels came out, we were telling to George, can you just stop fucking with the OGs, please?
Exactly, yeah.
And then the prequels don't even come out then.
No.
Oh, and then we had little Luke, and everybody was just like, why have we got fucking this little shit?
Baby Darth
He wasn't
Vader.
even the best one. There was, if you've seen the auditions, there was a little kid, brown-haired kid, fucking did amazing. It was great. Look, it was fucking, I was like, wow. Didn't get it. Why didn't he get it? Fuck knows.
George is responsible for Ewoks. You're right,
yes.
chat.
Yes.
George.
The part of Return of the Jedi nobody really likes at all.
It's pretty bad.
It's like, ooh, we're back on the Death Star. Oh, Endor.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Oh, Lando now. Oh
no.
Wicket. And then he's still getting the the Empire killing the Ewoks, and instead of being study like, you kind of like, well, they got a point. they've kind of got a point.
It's just hard watching the teddy bears beat stormtroopers to death. You're like,
yeah, especially when it's just making clonking noises on their armor,
and you can just hear like, no, and you're like, all right.
Could you imagine doing a scene in Andor where one of the people has to say about how their brother was mercilessly killed by Ewoks on Endor?
If they show him like roasting a dude and actually eating it, then it's like, all right.
Yeah,
well, that's what they wanted to do with Han, Luke, and Leia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They would cook them up,
and they're like dogs when they get that blood sense, you know, and then like their fangs get like, and they savage it. It's like, all right, maybe. I still think it would have been better with Wookiees, but that's me.
Well, it was something terrifying, not cute little teddy bunnies.
Wootsies.
So, and that spawned decades upon decades of little creatures going meow 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 in Star Wars.
So in conclusion, thank you, George.
Thanks, George.
So in conclusion, Freddie Prinze Jr. is still a twat.
That is Mr. Michelle Gellar.
Mr. Michelle Gellar to you. That's Mr. Michelle Gellar to you. Sorry. You could go back. You can ask the WWE for a job again, writing the sweaty men. The shitty stories for the sweaty men. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. You, Gary, have just seen
maybe.
Huh?
Yes. Yeah. I deny everything.
An episode and a half.
I plead the fifth
of One Piece. It came out today.
I saw an episode and a half of One Piece this morning with
how you feeling? Tell us.
Wonderful members, and I can say so far they haven't fucked it up. It's pretty good. I would say comparatively to the first episode of season 1 to this one, the first episode of season 1 fucking pops, dude. It gets you. It's got the little prologue and Gold Roger. This one is it's a little bit of a slower start. They go back to Logetown, and it's the anniversary of Gold Rogers, of his execution, and things happen. I was halfway through episode 2, and it really started feeling like One Piece. So maybe it's been because it's been 2.5 fucking years. But I have to say that so far, the Mad Lads did it. They didn't fuck up a season 2. I'm enjoying it.
All right. Report back once you've completed the season.
Yeah.
Does Zoro get a sword? Zoro gets a sword. Yes.
What about the bride?
Wow. Did either of you see The Bride?
Fuck no.
I have heard only the worst things from everybody. Basically.
I made a review on it. Like I felt passionately enough that I hated the movie enough, because there's a parameters. There's I love it, I hate it, or it's cringe. It's like that stuff in the middle where it's like it's hard to do a 10-minute review, or for Mahler, 6-hour review on a movie that's like it's okay. It's
no, I got you.
It'd be 16 minutes of me going, that was okay. That was all right. That's not very exciting. This one is bad on a Joker folie à deux level. And I think the people who liked Joker folie à deux will like it. No, because it's an art house film. Right? It's supposed to be
it's not an art house film when it's got a $90 million fucking budget.
No. And then Maggie Gyllenhaal going out there, she's got a quote, and it's gonna open up my video, I'm sure, where she goes, when you want me to bring up here, let me bring up the video. Let me bring up, it's going around on Twitter. I will share it with you. You think of what she says here.
Okay.
Because it is, but while I'm pulling this up, I want to finish. I can recommend so far watching One Piece. If you like season 1, it's hard to say because I haven't seen the whole thing, but I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to go get back and watch. I was almost late. I'm like, I'm going to watch as much as episode 2 as I can before the show. And I waited till last minute before I bailed out, but I didn't want to be late. Because that would
the movie, by the way, that's got a $90 million, is currently on 13.3 million worldwide.
What psychopath thought to invest 90 million into the premise of this film? What are you thinking?
Because it would be pitched as it's an ultra feminist take on the Bride of Frankenstein.
It's not just ultra feminist. It's like feministception. So it starts out with Mary Shelley speaking from the dead, from her.
I can't already, because I know about this. I was just like, so that's a no from the idea, like if this was pitched in some fucking studio, like, so Mary Shelley, no, already no, absolutely not.
So Mary Shelley
possesses
she semi-possesses a hooker. And the whole point of, you got to get your head around this. She's telling the story she didn't feel she was able to tell because she had to write her book under the boot of the patriarchy. So this is the story she really wanted to tell about a woman finding her true self, finding her true name. So she's going to do it by semi-possessing another woman, getting her killed. And then you spend the whole time. I forget the Ida, whatever her name is. She spends the halftime, all the movie being half possessed by her. So she'll start talking like Mary Shelley, right? She really does try. Like Ida Clark, is that her name? She really does try, but it is so fucking overtly feminist, and it has all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. So it just, the best word I can, the movie's annoying in every single fucking way. It's just annoying. It's an annoying film.
Speaking of annoying, here's
kind
Maggie
of like
Gyllenhaal's face.
You know what? Think of a modern feminist, and that's the movie. So here is Maggie Gyllenhaal. Take a listen to this.
I was thinking about this moment because on the one hand, we've had all these interesting, films come out just this year. Chloe Zhao with Hamnet, Lynn Ramsey with Die My Love, Kristen Stewart with The Chronology of Water. But on the other hand, there's only 8% of films that were made by women. Mm-hmm. And that's a 7-year low. Mm. I mean, what do you think that says?
A good start.
I'm thinking about whether to say this.
Say it.
I think that it's fine. Like when we make little movies, cute, or like go make your little movie.
Bitter, by the way.
Starts to get dangerous when
oh my God,
women have their hands on a lot of money.
It sure does.
It really does.
Like $90 million.
Like the Marvels, anybody? Like Eternals?
Oh, dear God.
One of the names.
Is dangerous, man.
It's a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous when a Nepo baby who wouldn't have gotten this director's job if she wasn't the sister, if she's done her own work, but the sister of Jake Gyllenhaal, also the daughter of a screenwriter and a director. So yeah, it's a little, isn't it cute when
Nepo
women do
babies
little
are the
movies?
best. They're the best, by the way.
Well, dude, The Bride is like, it's a Nepo baby rediscovering, I'm using a line from my video, rediscovering her fan fiction from when she was a teenager from the lens of a Hollywood feminist Nepo baby who's rediscovered her fanfic as a teenager from the lens, and I'll use their language, of somebody born on fucking third base. Like it is, So there's a song that describes people like this, as you will know it. It's called "Common People" by Pulp. I prefer the Shatner cover of it, and the whole song is about a rich girl pretending to be poor because she wants to know what it's like.
Yeah.
And there's a great song. There's a great line in that song. Everybody hates a tourist. That's what she is. The song "Common People" is about people like her. She keeps going.
You know what you're saying? You're saying it's a tiny percentage, but look at how many of those movies were movies that made an impact. Like if you've had your mouth shut for so long, almost like a geyser, like having your hand on something. Well, when it bursts, it's going to come out really powerfully and with a lot of energy. And I wonder if what's happening culturally is gonna, okay, I will say one thing about this. It's gonna bring like an unstoppable response.
Oh yeah,
maybe, especially from women. True. I will say, and I don't know if I've said this out loud before.
Women didn't go see the movie.
Again, maybe I'll get in trouble, but
more men saw the movie.
I actually think that when I really became a director was actually, I think, the first time that the morning that Trump was first elected.
Oh,
I think I was like, I have a lot more to say than I've been saying.
What?
Hello, beautiful.
I was gonna say Batman gave up crime for this.
Dude.
What the fuck?
Bro. Okay. First of all, by the way, the whole like things are going to change or whatever, the difference will be made for when you frame all of this as like women are getting their shot and they're going to make a difference. It's like, and then you have a bunch of box office failures, massive ones. Like, what are you saying? Are you saying that women, like, what are you saying that they're able to achieve? What are you? And then, of course, this takes away. This is just like that fucking Jennifer Lawrence interview where it's just like, do you know how many women have achieved so much before you? Like, you're say, like, we're going to blaze that trail. We're going to change things forever. It's just like, shut up. There've been plenty of hardworking, talented women before you.
I fucking hate these people. I fucking cannot abide them.
I can't either. I just thought of a great idea for my video. I'm going to keep it.
The fact that it's such a miserable failure and she's saying all this shit. What a bold story.
Are you gonna have this interview and she's in the warehouse and then she just gets blown up?
Okay, boom.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Damn straight, I'm throwing that in. Yeah. Damn straight, I'm throwing that in. Garrett, if you're out there, that's how we end it, baby. So yes, it is. You're seeing a lot, no, not a lot, from the Joe Russos of the world who get prominence because people think he's a Russo brother. Was all, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go see one of the boldest movies out there, and people are calling it bold. I'm like, oh wow,
I've got him on mute.
The 50th remake of The Bride, but feminist. So bold. We have not seen male properties be turned feminist at all. We have not seen that over the last 10 years. It would be the first time I ever saw it today.
Look, the guy's begging for a job. He's gagging for a job. He's got a kiss ass. He's just shown.
Oh,
look,
the
I
Russo
want
guy?
Yeah, Joe Russo. Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's his CV. This is a resume. Social media is my resume.
I've seen his IMDb. I've seen his films, and I don't think anybody has seen themselves. So, but he's an artiste, guys. We don't understand this because we're not media literate.
That's what he is.
You don't want to understand him.
Nobody wants to understand a feminist version of The Bride where you waste Christian Bale. And the whole theme of the movie is men need to step aside. Step aside. And it gets ridiculous at the end. It gets fucking ridiculous. A detective literally quits in shame over his misogyny and hands his badge over to Penelope Cruz, who's supposed to be now she's a for one, you can't promote a detective by handing over your badge if you quit. It doesn't work like that.
It's the Hollywood
it's the Hollywood way. And Penelope Cruz, and you can't understand what she's saying half the movie. Her accent's so fucking thick. and in the 30s, she becomes big boss girl detective. Right? There's a scene towards the end where all the male white straight male cops are in there. She comes in, flashes her badge, tells the men to clear the room so the women can talk. It's so bad. Oh, and it's try hard. The worst part about it is it's try hard. It tries really hard to be like this punk rock, but
no, it's not.
movie.
It's not punk rock. It's obnoxious cunt. This is far from punk rock as you can get. Some middle-aged fucking. I won't go.
It's a movie that symbolizes the modern feminist.
It's just a typical fucking middle-aged white fucking privileged bitch.
Yes.
Going, yeah. It's just like you've got no fucking idea. It's like the Ricky Gervais speech.
Look at that. Look at that look on her face right there.
I know. It's resting cunt face.
It's like, what do you got to be bitter about? Only 8% of women are directing feature films. Well, you just set them back
way
decades.
Too high. Way too high.
You just set them all back.
It can be joked about, but seriously, what else would you conclude from this? It's like, you failed miserably with your own idea, so you're out.
Yeah, she said to me, do you know what? Only 8% of women are directors in Hollywood. I'd be like, as many as that?
Right, like how did we get to that number?
Yeah.
And tell me, what is the percentage in the director's graveyard? The directors who tried and didn't manage to make it work. How many of them are women versus men? I'm curious.
That is curious. I don't think they do numbers on that, Mahler. Because they don't want to know.
How many women are trying versus men to become directors, I wonder, is the percentage
probably
similar?
about 8%.
I would assume. This is why I'm not really bothered by that number.
Again, $90 million.
Oh, that's not counting marketing as.
That's production budget.
So it is
probably 115.
No, it's 65 million in marketing.
What?
Yes, so it's a $155 million movie, and it's going to lose $100 million easy. Probably biggest flop of the year.
Probably, but we'll never know, really, because they don't tell us.
Well,
anymore.
it's going to be place your bets on that one, isn't it? I'm sort of eyeing Supergirl up a fair bit right now. For that potentially for that mantle. Oh, you can't, dude, get that fucking face off the screen for pity's sake.
Right.
Such a privileged bunch of wankers.
Yeah, not the best time to do this. It broke Warner Brothers' big streak of #1 films in a year that was where they were the smartest midget, as
It takes
Shad
an
would say.
amoeba to have guessed that would happen.
Tallest midget, Gary.
I just don't understand.
No, I said as Shad would say, the smartest
Oh,
midget.
as Chad would say.
The
yeah,
tallest
okay.
retard. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, buddy. Go on.
Just that it would take an amoeba to have figured out that was going to happen with this film, just from the premise alone. The first few sentences of describing the plot, it'd be like, "This will fail. What are you doing? Stop."
Miserably.
Especially with that fucking budget. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
90 mil.
You know what's funny too is that you could bait her into being like in that interview to be like, "Oh, so you coming after such wonderful directors as Patty Jenkins with Wonder Woman, of course." She'd be like, "Yeah, an amazing film." And Wonder Woman 84. And then a pause. Just being like, "What did you think about that? Great film, wasn't it?" Just to see if she says anything. Like, are we gonna
would.
that was a major, huge profile failure for a woman. Because if you make it all about being a woman, it becomes a big woman failure. That's how it works.
What's her name? DaCosta from the Marvels. Nia DaCosta from the Marvels went on to do the Bone Temple. How did that do?
It's they're now no longer going to make the third film.
Oh,
Oh dear. So what was the budget on Bone Temple? Do we know?
The budget was, I think it was.
It says here 63 million.
Yeah, it's about 65 million, and then the marketing was higher.
Oh dear, because it made approximately on the higher end 60 million. That's the higher.
Yeah, the marketing was around 100 million for the film.
Yeah, well, there you go. And that was
There
after
you
the
go.
Marvels, so that's two major, huge chances a woman was given. A scary, scary woman with her scary ideas to change the world, and she was given the full chance, and looks like it didn't work out. Unfortunately,
it didn't work out again.
If they start making it about men versus women or women in general, this would just be another failed director as opposed to another female director failure.
But they need something to blame. They need something to blame their own fucking shit on.
Oh, and that's already happening.
This is kind of what bothers me. If let's say The Bride were an amazing film, I suppose it would the narrative would be like, this is about female voices. It's time for females to change the blah blah blah, as opposed to this was an awesome artist.
Good film, yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean. And then that doesn't get flip reversed. So when it fails, you don't go, "Well, females need to shut up." It's like, no, don't say that. If you want to go the first direction, then you're going to have to deal with the second direction if it fails.
Yes.
You invite that on yourself.
Well, and the attitude in Hollywood, which is going to die out eventually, is, well, studio interference. That's the first thing she's starting to blame. She'll blame the audience next, but it's studio interference. And it's like, who's paying for everything? The studio. You don't want interference, Maggie Gyllenhaal? You have plenty of fucking money. Go and raise your own money and go make your own damn film.
Remember, DaCosta eventually turned on the writers for the Marvels. She was like, it was their fault.
Yeah.
I had to work with that script, damn it.
Well, this is only the third thing that Maggie Gyllenhaal has directed. One was an episode of TV called Homemade.
Okay.
The second one was a film or something called The Lost Daughter in 2021. And now $90 million The Bride 2026.
And if her name wasn't Gyllenhaal, would she have gotten that money or any consideration?
No.
Nope.
No, sir. 90 million down. Well, not 90 million, like 150 million, whatever is down
the toilet. What did it do this weekend?
13.3 million.
I don't think it's going to make it, guys.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. 7 million domestic.
Worldwide.
6.3
Whoa.
international. Worldwide. That wasn't
That's
domestic. That was worldwide.
A woman cannot direct anything for the theaters for 10 more years. A woman directed half the episodes of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. She did a good job. You know how you could. So when you watch The Bride, which you guys aren't going to do, which I did, you could absolutely tell it's directed by a woman. 100%. No dude would direct like this. Like, just, you could tell. With The Night of the Seven Kingdoms, you could tell if it's man or woman. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be through a male lens, female. It's supposed to be a human lens. Now, women always assume that, well, it's just a man. It has to be a male lens. So we need to see it from our side of things. It's like there's a human side.
But I don't even think it's that. I think bad female directors do that. You get just directors. And this is doing just as much damage to women as cinema.
Yes, it's setting them back decades.
Because they tout themselves on the fact that they're women as opposed to the fact that they're directors. And that's the biggest problem. So, there's probably some very, very talented female directors out there who are now, well, sorry, because Maggie Gyllenhaal couldn't shut a fucking mouth and blew 90 million. So now when a female director goes to a studio, the guy's going to be like, ho, 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 ho. You're not going to do one of those, feminist things, are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
We don't like feminism in these parts.
Yeah, we don't like feminism around these parts. We like racism.
Well, this
Get going. None of that Tourette's shit. We like rich.
Yeah. Tourette's. We call that a Monday. God, it's so cringe. It's just so fucking cringe. And they do all the press, and they're all so fucking full of themselves at the press, and then it fails miserably, and then immediately just all the excuses under the sun start coming in.
There's a scene where they go to a club early on, right? So the whole thing is just, again, it's all feminism. So they dug up the body of the bride, and it was Dr. Annette Bening and Christian Bale because he wants to get laid. It's just like in the books, but except he waited 100 years, so they made him an incel for 100 years. And
of course,
and where they could have gone into like male loneliness and done some, like, I kept trying to, like, wow, there's a decent idea here. They went that way. Okay, that's interesting. So Dr. Annette Bening, because we need women in STEM, raises the bride, and they lie to her, and they say, well, you were in an accident, you didn't die, and you were going to marry Frank. So they lied to her. And the whole thing is about, like, a woman is never able to make a choice in her life. All her choices are making for her, and finding her true self, and finding her true
woman
name.
Is telling her?
And a woman is, no, the best part about this, dude, is they're doing a modern uber feminist retelling of a book written by a woman. And they frame it that the woman didn't get to write the story that she told, which was one of the greatest books ever written that everybody knows, that everybody's adapted, that was written by a woman. So you're trying to make something feminist that was written by a woman and subvert it.
What about Mary Shelley would be thinking?
I don't think she'd be thinking what she thought in the movie, which was stupid. So there's another scene. So they go to this club, and it turns into like a modern club, and it's supposed to be in the 30s. And there just happens to be somebody there with a camera, because in the Depression, everybody was walking around with a fucking camera. And they take a picture, and it goes viral. Like, shit goes viral in this movie. It's so stupid. It's so fun. And it rips off Joker too. Joker 2 and Joker. It rips off Joker. She's basically Harley Quinn, like the shitty version of Harley Quinn. the feminist empowerment. But yeah, it rips off a lot of stuff. So if anybody calls this fucking bold, it's for one, it's highway robbery and it's bad.
Only male sex offenders would call it bold.
Yes.
AKA male feminists. This is really bold. This is really amazing. Can I rape you? I mean, do you want to drink this drink?
Well, all the men are cartoonishly bad.
Of course.
Yeah. There's a mob boss who's murdering women, and then after he murders them, he rips out their tongues to symbolize silencing women. It's
silencing women. Yeah.
Get it? You know, really subtle there,
that
guys.
Is so subtle. That's the kind of shit that I would write in junior and senior school and be like, holy fuck, I'm edgy.
Yes. Well, no, that's a rich girl who learned what feminism is from her Hollywood mom. and that's what they believe it is. and the whole demand on this, the whole demand that she was talking about and other female directors are like, these studios need to give women more money. It's like,
no,
it's your own fucking money.
Yeah. You give her your money.
These studios, that model's gonna die. I mean, it's just gonna die.
Well, it's gonna be their own fucking fault.
Yep. Absolutely. The AI apocalypse is coming someday. And it doesn't help when you keep putting out shit.
Well, that's just the problem, right? It's something, it's like CGI. It's something that should have just been used as a tool to help. And then we got that phase where everything just relied purely on CGI. And then that sort of petered out a bit to some degree. I mean, not to a huge degree, but to some degree, where we now have a huge gap between what's good CGI and what's bad CGI. But it's the same when it comes to these dumb fuck feminists and just dumb fuck activists in general, is they are taking hundreds of millions of dollars of studio money for their own self-interests and then blaming the fucking audience when they don't go and watch it, or blaming some other fucker whose fault it wasn't in the slightest to diminish the damage that they've done.
Yeah.
And then they decry that their industry's in the shitter.
Uh-huh.
And it's burning down, and oh my God, it's so bad. And then they go, it's AI, it's AI. No, it's you. You are making people look at AI and go, well, that ain't gonna fucking answer back. That's not gonna come knocking on my door when I'm just trying to enjoy myself a coffee going, we need more feminist movies. And if you don't, then me and my girls are going to say that you raped us all. Hashtag Hollywood.
Yep.
Great. Fucking amazing. So instead of just being a tool to help Hollywood, they're looking at it to becoming a potential source of taking over from this lot. Lot cheaper as well, Gary.
It's going to be a lot cheaper, and Hollywood's already using it. They're all using it.
Oh, yeah.
They just don't want to admit it.
Dude, there's no way in hell a Starfleet Academy script is written by a human being. It's impossible.
I think that's an insult to AI.
I've said this before about some stuff when it's really bad. People are like, must have been written by AI. It's like, only a human could be that bad.
Yes.
It's gone. We've got Kurtzman Trek that's now thankfully over. That's now on the burner.
Yep.
Which means we're not going to have any Star Trek until Paramount have got the new people in, and they're going to fuck it up by their own merits. And we've had how much Star Trek in the last 9 years? 5 seasons of Discovery, 5 seasons of Strange New Worlds, 2 seasons of Lower Decks, was it?
No, there's multiple
3?
seasons of
Multiple.
Lower Decks.
I mean, we call it 5 seasons anyway of this and that, but it's not really.
Yeah,
It's only like bits and bobs. But multiple seasons of Lower Decks. The Janeway cartoon one, remember? Starfleet Academy 2 seasons. There's so much of it, and it's been shit from start to finish.
There won't be a.
And what's Jonathan Frakes doing? Whoa, it's just fucking modern day trolls. It's just like, Johnny, fuck up, mate.
Those are the only ones watching your show, bro.
Yeah.
You should be grateful that we've sacrificed hours of our life that we'll never get back.
Yeah, Johnny, you have a job as a director purely because of what you did on TNG.
It's just
That's
a gig to them, you know?
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing that separates the original series crew from the TNG crew. If you listen to any of them, it sounded like a miserable fucking experience. You know, like eventually, like William Shatner was bitter about being typecast as Captain Kirk, and then he embraced it, right? Fully embraced it. And they were always proud of being a part of Star Trek. TNG is always like, I always wanted to do another thing, and none of you ever did anything else other than Patrick Stewart, right? But Kurtzman Trek is not. You will not. I talked about it last night. The only line you're going to remember from Kurtzman Trek is from Picard, and it's sheer fucking hubris, and it's because people put it in the clips. That's the only line you're going to fucking remember from. You're not going to remember an episode. Nobody's going to recall anything. It's not going to inspire anybody. It'll be memory hold. And it's worse than the CW, because the CW at least was good for 3 seasons here and there.
Oh yeah, Smallville started off good. Arrow started off good.
Well, for counting Smallville, yes.
Yeah, because Smallville started as WB, and then that moved to moved into becoming CW. But Arrow started off good. Flash first season's pretty good.
Yeah, like Picard season 3 is going to be the only thing people remember, them being on the Enterprise, the TNG crew being on the Enterprise D. They're going to remember that stuff. And Kurtzman had nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with
that was Terry Metalis. That was.
Yep. So they give him a fucking award for ruining Star Trek.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll see if I can find that shite.
And his speech sounds totally defensive.
Well, you've just written a bunch of shite. Nobody likes you. Nobody watches your stuff. It can't even fucking chart.
No, it can't even chart on its own platform. It's gone within a day. It's a relic. It's something that's from 2 or 3 years ago, written 2 or 3 years ago. And as predicted, when we see some of this holdover stuff come out, it looks just dated and terrible. Imagine the video games you're going to get in the next couple of years that were written back in 2018 or whatever. All right. So, is that Gene Roddenberry's kid too? Rod Roddenberry.
Well, there's Johnny Frakes. There's Carl Urban. There's
Genesis.
Little Princess. There's Jerry Ryan's boobs. That say Voyager. They say Voyager.
Yep.
From Cancellation.
And I think that's Rod Roddenberry behind him with that little haircut.
Gene Roddenberry.
Oh, with this fucking disgraceful ponytail.
Yeah.
I could say something. I won't.
Why not?
Gene Roddenberry had this lightning bolt of an idea, and I think he understood something fundamental about the nature of science fiction and genre storytelling, which is that science fiction is not really about the future, it's about now. It is.
This guy knows this is a guy who knows nothing about science fiction.
No. And knows nothing about now.
To tell us about how Gene Roddenberry perceives science fiction. He actually perceived it exactly the same way that I do right now in present day.
Mm-hmm.
If he was here now, he isn't. He's dead, of course. He would absolutely agree with me.
The prism through which the looking glass, the magnifying glass through which we examine ourselves, the state of humanity, who we are, what we're capable of, and where we're going.
Okay, think about this. Pause this. Okay, this is the man who wrote a dude's eye being drilled in Picard, a severed Klingon baby head, the line "yum yum."
Who's fucking Jaden next in Starfleet
I swallowed my
Academy?
comm badge. So what does that say about the now, Alex Kurtzman?
Everyone's retarded and gay.
Yep.
It was such a powerful idea that it has lasted for 60 years because each iteration of Star Trek has been interpreted.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we not go anywhere without this thing appearing?
Interpreted and reinterpreted by people who are so inspired by the message of Star Trek.
The message.
On set every day for the last several years, I've had this ritual, which is I take 1 minute to look around at what's going on
and see what else you can fucking fuck up.
Incredible army of people. And
he takes one whole minute to look around. It's a ritual, everybody.
Yeah.
And you will not be one person on any of our sets who doesn't.
It's Brent Spiner just looking complete and utterly like, what the fuck is he talking about? Just look at Brent Spiner's face. Yeah. It's pretty hilarious.
On set every day for the last several years, I've had this ritual, which is I take 1 minute to look around at what's going on and the incredible army of people and artists doing this job. And you will not meet one person on any of our sets who doesn't love Star Trek in their core.
Sounds a little defensive.
Well, they don't know Star Trek.
What was that?
Is that Jack Quaid in the back?
Yes, here, yeah.
The lower deck, right?
Yeah.
So who's the girl? Is she the comm badge eating one?
No. Here, no. This is Genesis.
Who's the one holding the dog?
I've not a fucking clue.
Why is there a fucking dog on stage?
Strange New Worlds.
Have they tried to find like one person per show? Is that the idea?
Maybe.
I think maybe Strange New Worlds. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think somebody maybe from Strange New Worlds.
Strange.
Yeah, we've got Lower Decks. We've got
an eclectic collection, you know.
Yeah.
Bit of an eclectic collection of.
Yeah, it's like, look, you managed to make so much Star Trek and nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Oh, rousing applause in the audience there. Let's listen to that. Fucking nobody gave a shit.
Nope. Take that, Chuds. He won an award.
Isn't it? No, the thing is, though, he won a Lifetime Achievement Award, which doesn't that stress... Can you just fuck off now?
Well, it feels pretty over. I just don't know where you go from there.
I gotta make a phone call to God.
Okay, you go. Yeah. I gotcha. It feels pretty over.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here? They'll try to make more Mahler, and it's not going to work because you're going to have to like pretty much come up with a new crew and do a whole new thing. And then you might as well just do a new thing, but they never do.
It's like who are we kidding at this point? Like, how many times are you going to do another show that just fucking fails? You know, at least Doctor Who's finally reached the point where it's like, we're done.
They can't even find a doctor. They can't.
Insane, dude.
Or they're special. They can't find anybody.
I was talking to a friend about that. I was like, shouldn't Billie Piper just be the one that would be on board with doing that at this point?
She doesn't want to do it.
Because they filmed an episode with her, right? Or something.
They ended with her, and it was supposed to be just kind of a sign-off, and that's it. And then they're like, no, we got a Christmas special. Who's the doctor? No idea.
Well, I was gonna say she must not want to, because they could just refilm the ending to keep it, right? If she's the only one that's willing. That's insane, man. No one wants to play the Doctor.
Yes, I see Jodie's name mentioned. I bet you Jodie comes back.
Oh, that'll be rough, man.
Yeah, Jodie's going to be at MegaCon. I'll go say hi to her. Yeah, it's here we are within the last year and a half. Acolyte, Starfleet Academy, Doctor Who, all just absolutely shit the bed like we predicted they would if they didn't change anything. And now it's apathy. This was the last burst of any energy or care in the world that people had for Star Trek. Once we get this last episode done, and it's done and buried, and it's sad. Yeah, they could probably. Chat saying David Tennant could come back, and that's who I predicted would come back because his 14th Doctor, is still alive.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Because he bi-generated Mahler.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they? By that logic, they have like a spare Doctor at every generation. They can use whatever they want.
Yep.
But that's the thing, right? They've basically opened it. It's like we could have anyone come back in any way, shape, or form at any time for all of the world, and it's like, and they've got no takers.
That's the state of things. For one, they probably can't pay anybody enough, right?
Yeah.
That probably has a lot to do with it. But then there's do I want to get in this mess right now?
Which, I mean, I know I wouldn't, and I wouldn't recommend anybody who I'm the agent for.
If the BBC's retarded, but you fucking shit can Russell T Davies.
Yeah.
And you make a Christmas special with a brand new Doctor and you just inject it with as much masculinity as possible. You get that white, straight male, British dude, hot as hell companion, and just go.
Oh, it's so fucked though, you know.
It
finding, because it was a miracle they even got what they got like originally, right? Because
Yeah.
even one was a mess for a production. Right people, right time. It's like, it's not even gonna happen. It just seems to be out of juice, and they gotta go dormant probably. Much like Star Trek needs to go dormant. Much like Star Wars is about to find out it needs to go dormant.
Oh well, we got a Star Wars movie in a couple of months, Mahler.
Excited.
You feel the excitement?
Oh my god. I'm ready, I think. It's been long enough without any Star Wars that I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's see what you got.
I need some Star War. I need some Star War in my life.
And then the second I see 10 minutes of it, I'll be like, that's enough. That's enough. We're good, I think.
Yeah, I think you're I don't have high hopes for this movie.
No, I don't get it. Doesn't, like, who online even wants to give it a chance? Everyone seems to be very anti that movie right now.
I can't remember if Gore said he somebody who has seen it said it's a little kids movie. Like that's what it's for.
You mean like Skeleton Crew sort of thing?
Yeah.
That's probably like that's fine, but that's they need to do better than that right now. Like a movie where adults go, oh, that's not for me, you know. I don't think we got space for that in Star Wars' health at this moment.
No, especially after like Andor, right?
Yeah,
love or hate Andor, they at least tried to be adult with it, which they should have done from the get-go. But yeah. Now
that's kind of the thing, right? Like, the bean counter version is what are our best assets? It's like people like Mandalorian, people like Andor. Andor's done and out, and the creators aren't doing anymore. So Mando, and you're like, well,
yes,
you can be okay. You can take the day off, buddy, if you need to take the day off.
15, 20, 25.
Well, now I've got to shut the stream down, haven't I?
No. But you can have a moment. Me and Gary have got a lot of things to talk about.
We got this. Go. If you need to go, like, because I'm about to bring up Dave Filoni, and I don't want you to throw up again.
Oh God.
We got you, buddy. We got you, man. Poor guy.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's this cycle. It's a doom loop, Mahler. It's a doom loop that they have been in for a long time. They don't know how to get out of it. And this is where, when we talk to somebody like Disparu, who's so like logically minded, and he's like, this is easy to deal with. You just get rid of everybody. And I'm like, well, yeah, but they won't do it. But you can do it. It's like, yeah, but they won't. They won't.
You can suggest it forever, but it'll never happen.
It'll never happen because they care way more about each other and their careers over legacy. And this is the company that paid billions to buy it. And they have been willing to destroy Star Wars because they don't want to make a woman mad. I mean, it's really that simple. And you should have risked getting what is the value of Star Wars to Disney right now? Well, apparently it's not much because they're willing to sacrifice it so they don't make Steven Spielberg's friend mad, who doesn't even work for them. It's fucking insane. I miss the days of studio heads who chomped on cigars and named Morty and just fucking fired people when they lost the money. I miss those days. Oh, now it's a solo stream. All right. What are we going to talk about? Knights of the Old Republic?
So poor Gary. Hi, I'm back again. So poor Gary has sent me off to bed. And I was absolutely out, by the way. When I left the stream, I just went straight into my bedroom, lay down on the bed. I was out for the count. And then Morley, he drops. Gary's on his own. And Gary tries to carry on going for a bit. He texts me and he says, is there any way that you can get Mauler back into the stream? Because I'm the one who's hosting it. I'm out of it. I'm gone. And so Gary plows through for a bit and eventually he drops off. But I'll leave you with what happened in that time. Don't worry, I won't spoil your entertainment.
Oh, cocaine. Yeah, we need coke over woke for sure. Coke over woke for sure. All right. While we're waiting for them, or maybe it's just me. Well, I can't talk about Firefly unless Mahler's here. So One Piece, I watched a 1.5 episode. I felt like it was a little slow getting going, but it's good. For a Netflix season 2, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal for a Netflix season 2. I feel like they've nailed the look. The music's the music's good. The fight directing is pretty good. Some of the new characters are pretty good. It's a big whale. They make it Reverse Mountain. They race changed a few people. Should I just put up Spock on my chair? Listen, I can here, I'll find something to talk about. But I haven't watched enough of it to give a super informed opinion. I can't log in right now, Garrett. We're having problems with my Streamlabs. Oh, Conan. So King Conan is going to be a film from Christopher McQuarrie, and it's going to star Arnold Schwarzenegger. Watched a Midnight's Edge video. They're pretty well informed on the Conan stuff because Andre knows people. And Andre's a massive Conan fan, so respect. And it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it's going to be connected to the original Conan, directly. And we're way past the timeline, within the timeline of him being anything. So it'll probably be, I think, it's something about he gave up the throne at some point. I just certainly hope and now this isn't mentioned in the video. I hope it isn't King Conan and his black lesbian granddaughter. He has to like seek out his black lesbian granddaughter, who's the girl who's the key to everything, who reinvigorates his lust for life. You know, kind of like Logan or Picard. I hope it's not that, which it probably will be. But of course I'm going to go see it. I think it's 20 years too late. It's great to hear that. How about we just get a Conan movie? Can we get a Conan movie directed by a dude for dudes? Letitia Conan. Letitia Conan. I am looking at the chat. Are you here? I can't let you in, Mahler. You got to let Mahler in. I can't let him in. I don't have control. He should give me editing power. I don't know if Az is listening. But I can't let him in. Here, let me message Az. There. Poor Az. I know, right? America takeover. You know, this is what always has to happen, guys. The Brits bail out. The American has to come in, take care of business. And that's what we're doing. I do not have the power to let Mahler in. I am a guest on this stream. I am not hosting the stream. So we should probably give each other guys editing power on our Streamlabs so we can do things like let people in. But hang in there, Mahler. I messaged him. But the Conan, King Conan is announced. Christopher McQuarrie, so he did Mission Impossible. I'll be there opening day. You know, it's going to be terrible. Hunt for Gollum. I really think it's going to be shit. And now they're talking about fucking trilogy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Here, I can read. There's a $50 super chat. Hang on. It's from Britt Cormier for 50. It says, I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. Melvin Udall, after almost 30 years, this line has proven correct when it comes to Hollywood. Never look at your creation and think, I can do better. Just blame us for not accepting it. Yep. Well, you don't understand it because you're media illiterate, you big dummies. No, Hunt for Gollum, as it gets closer, you know, I was just hoping it wasn't going to be real. I was just hoping it got announced and it's one of those projects that's not happening. But now they're casting people. And I'm like, oh, they're going to do this. Oh, well, you're going to do more than one movie on a story told by Gandalf, mostly. There's some fill-ins from Legolas, and there is a little bit in Appendix B. But it's essentially a story told by Gandalf within a book. How are you going to get two? You think The Hobbit was bad? And it's supposed to be not even a prequel. It's like within Fellowship. It's within Fellowship. So I don't even know what you call this. It's not a midquel, a sidequel, a sidequel. It's a sidequel. I just invented that word. I did. you tune in. It's not an interquel. No, it's not an interquel or an intraquel. It's a sidequel. It could be an intraquel. I am Lord of the Quell. Yeah, Mahler, just entertain people in the chat. I don't know what to tell you. We really do need to give each other editing power on Streamlabs so I can let you in. That's kind of an oversight on our part. It's the Middle Earth equivalent of Solo. Yeah, I mean, bro, I can't highlight your chat. I just tried to highlight your chat, Alpha Chat. But yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's going to be terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. And it's just done to maintain the rights. And here's the thing. And I mentioned it in my last video. If we lived in another universe, not this one, the Unfinished Tales, the Silmarillion, Children of Hurin, Baron and Luthien, these are all fucking brilliant stories that can make TV shows and movies forever. Forever. Alpha Chad will know. For those of you who don't know, like, you know, first age, second age, Tolkien, it makes House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones look like kindergarten. And actually, the Lord of the Rings story is the far more mellow story than what happens before that. It's insane. The Fall of Gondolin. Ugh. But like I'm fantasizing like there's people who have the capability of doing this, which that doesn't happen. But yeah. The one thing AI did that I liked is somebody animated Ungoliant and it looked fucking awesome. I'm like, oh. That would fucking look sick. But not in the hands of these fuckers. The Shire Father. All right, let's look for some articles. Hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't share anything. I guess we're gonna just chitty chat. We'll just chitty chat for a while. It's pretty long. He's having a good wank right now. That's what he is, man. I could do all kinds of crazy shit. Az's channel is in my hands right now. He's lucky I can't share anything. Start a new stream? I guess I could over. I want to make sure Az is okay first. You know what? I can read soups. I have the power to read soups. I have the power. So I'm gonna see if the guys will come back and then we'll go from there. If Az gives the word, I can start a stream on my channel, or if we get a hold of Az, he can give us editing power, and then we can just control it here. I'm good either way. Soul Eater Ty for $10 says, Mahler, imagine you're in Final Destination, but the version of death is gay. You're on the list, and the way off is to do one gay act to show you're a team player. Will you do it or accept the end? That's a question for Mahler. He's not here right now. He can answer in the chat. Check out Guy Ritchie's In the Gray trailer. I wish I could, Cynical Crusader. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. Winter GS for 20 says, bastards will never give up Starscape. Anyway, I'm sitting at work in an old school suicidal jersey. Oh, hell, suicidal jersey. Was wondering if Gary ever heard of the Smut Peddlers, hilarious band. As What do you think of Susie and the Cure? I have not heard of the Smut Pillars, or maybe I have and forgotten. Real John Evans for $4.99. Gary, please use the Campia Scream 7 clip in your clip reaction and get Az to show it. Also, Az, please show the trailer for Pressure. It would be good. If they all come back, I'll show the Campia having a spasm over fucking Scream 7 because he has TDS. Solomon, which has nothing to do with Trump, by the way. It has nothing to fucking do with Trump. But it's just... they're the ones enclosed on a political side. Like, I'll sit through stuff that I don't necessarily agree with if it's good. I have no problem with it. If it's good, it's like, it's just a good story. I look at it as everything as a story. I'm not looking for the message and everything unless it's just being fucking thrown in my face, right? And that's what Hollywood's been. Hollywood has been that. But I can live with certain stuff if the story is good. I have no problem with it. They find a political point that they are against. They won't even watch the thing. And this is all the shit they accuse us of, right? So take this back to Comics Explained, having to give, I'm going somewhere with this, having to give an 8-minute explanation why he follows me and Drinker on Twitter. And then within that explanation goes, well, I would never talk to them. And it's like, and fine, that's his choice. But I just want to show you the distinction. I would talk to him. I would. But, it doesn't hurt my feelings if he doesn't want to talk to me. I just would like to point out that in this sphere, we don't have to make 8-minute videos explaining who we follow. In this sphere, we'll talk to people. You know how much Robert, and I know how some of you guys feel politically about Robert. Robert has his wacky politics. But do you know how much shit he gets from his side for even talking to us? Like on the daily. And he still talks to us. Respect. But when you come across like a single issue people, like John Campia, who's against Scream 7 because some Latina actress quit over Palestine. You need the clip of, so a Mexican actress quit over Palestine. I mean, I would protest it because it's Scream 7. Who's going to Scream 6? I don't even know what the fuck. I've only seen Scream 1, and that was enough for me. Not a big fan of the movie. Solomon Kane has been a member for 23 months. Welcome. Kroom has been a member for 4 months. Welcome. He's a botanist. He loves the company of trans tits, says Barry McCockiner. Good friend to Phil McCrevis. Lieutenant Phil McCrevis from Fargate. The only man to slay a god. The god of feminism. He killed the god of feminism. Now, it was in a pocket universe. And he had the seal, the pocket universe behind him because he was afraid there would be too much illegal immigration into that pocket universe because the goddess or the god, it's actually a god of feminism. The god of feminism in the most ironic twist of fate is a dude. He slayed the god of feminism, but he had the seal, the pocket universe behind him because the pocket universe was worried about too much illegal immigration because the women were chill in that universe. There was no woke white women in that universe. There's white women, but there's no woke white women in the entire universe. So could you imagine? I mean, it would just be, the population decrease in our universe compared to theirs. And like, it's a smaller universe, so it can't handle all the people who would go there. It's an allegory within an allegory wrapped in a metaphor of a symbolism. See, I'm media literate. Why does Kurtzman say science fiction is about now, not really the future? Is that an excuse for the vernacular used for the messaging? Him collecting that 60-year award genuinely sickens me. It sickens me. Az is praying to the porcelain god right now because Alex Kurtzman got that award. That's what made Az sick. And it made Mahler's computer break. Thank God I'm American and I can handle these things. But so he's paraphrasing, he's ripping off a quote from somebody. And people have always said science fiction is about presenting the now in an allegorical way to avoid censorship and to explore an issue from both sides. Kurtzman can't even explore an issue from his side. You get my meaning? He is not smart enough, sophisticated enough, eloquent enough, talented enough to present his side. And doesn't even present the other side. Taker 610. Someone in daily chat asked Ryan if he was living after midnight, and he replied, yeah, I was up pretty late. I don't think he knows Rob Halford. Living After Midnight. That's an entire song, a metal song that I love about Rob Halford going out and sucking dick. That's a good time to come in, babe. It's a whole song about Rob Halford going out and being gay. It's a good song, though. You just kind of think of something else, you know? Like I equated it to my drug life, right? You know, living after midnight. That's pretty much, but living after midnight for the gay scene that's when all the gay boys could go out back in those days and do their gay boy things. The song's a banger. A Collider just put out an article about 8 reasons Lord of the Rings is hard to watch today. They mention they're too long and that you can't get emotionally attached to the characters because of their style of speech. Terry Masters, I didn't read the article because I mean, I don't need a brain aneurysm from some AI fuck. Here, Collider. I got a message for you. Clip this shit. You destroyed fandom. You helped destroy fandom. You, Collider, you love to blame our side and blame us. But if you want to talk about like what poison fandom with toxic positivity, fucking shilling, a bunch of frauds, phonies, and tourists who wanted to be fucking actors, hosts, or comedians. You're all failed actors, hosts, and comedians paying your way in there. You had some dude paying his way into the system. Still tried to do it a little bit in this sphere. Tried to do it a little bit with Star Wars Theory with one dude from Collider. You guys are the fucks who push toxic fandom. You are the bad guy. You suck. You are corporate shills. That's why you died. That's why you lost your relevance. You were the fucking ESPN of nerddom for a long time until you did an entire ad from fucking Denny's, you fucking shills. And you were all a bunch of phonies. I would say outside of Schnepp, may he rest in peace. Trying to think. Who else? Nah, pretty much outside of Schnepp. Everybody else is a fucking phony. I know. There's Harloff out there. I won't argue he isn't a nerd, but man, he's been busting his ass being a Star Wars fan for 5 years, busting his ass. The other idiots I can't even remember. I never watched it. I never watched Collider. I know some people did. But fuck Collider. You sold everything. Fuck. You're the one, you brought in the fucking normies. You fucking fucked up this space. You all had TDS. You all lost your minds. You're the ones who brought politics into fucking everything. When we just wanted to enjoy shit. And it was the access media bringing up politics all the time, because remember, we had to, what was the word that was used? They all had to align to fight the evil that was Trump. They had to fortify all media, all entertainment, all social media. That was the term that they used, fortified. And it was all bought and paid for. When we just like, hey, can I watch Star Wars? Why are we talking about Trump right now? And what happened after that was just a reaction. It was a reaction to what you started, along with corporate Hollywood. You left a void because you told half of your audience that day, whatever day you started it, you told your audience that day to fuck off. And they did. I guess I should be grateful for it, but you're out there and you're free to sound as retarded as you want. But, and this, listen, that's why they wrote it. They are so desperate for engagement. They are so fucking desperate for clips. They're willing to shit on Lord of the Rings because they know it'll piss people off. And it also shows that it's owned by, I'm sure Collider at this point, who owns Collider? I'm sure it's owned by some fucking consortium or some hedge fund. Let's find out. Collider is owned by Valnet. Valnet Inc. is a Canadian media company established in August 2012 by Hassan and Sam Youssef of Montreal, Quebec. It operates primarily in the entertainment media industry, where it is thought to acquire producers of content in this space. In this way, it has become the parent company of several internet media publications, including The Gamer, Collider, Comic Book Resources, MovieWeb, Screen Rant, Game Rant, XDA Developers, Give Me Sport, Make Use of, How to Geek, and Military.com. That's weird. There have been complaints from writers about working conditions and low pay offered by the company. And employees have said the company prioritizes mass quantity over quality and CEO bait content. You know what? If any of you fucks are paid anything to write an article like 8 Reasons Why the Lord of the Rings can't be watched today, you're paid too much. You're paid too much. And you know what? How are the hosts of Collider doing without Collider? Has John Rocha, was he part of Collider? I don't even know. Has John Rocha found a neck? I mean, the man has no neck. They couldn't even pay him enough to buy a neck. I'm on somebody else's channel. I can shit on other channels now. No, fucking Collider's cringe. They're cringe. They shilled so fucking hard for Star Wars. And, you know, that's what happens. It's what happens with your toxic positivity. Oh, and of course, Star Wars was ruined by us, by you guys, by all you guys in the chat, by me, by Mahler, by Drinker. We ruined Star Wars. We wrote the scripts. Bungles Wanger. Bunglist Wanger for $2 says, first episode, season 2 in Egyptian theater tonight. Woohoo. Oh, yeah. That's right. One Piece is going to be in theaters tonight. Enjoy it. It's fun. Hey, Gary, remember with Bob and Sam cartoon, They would make their lunch break under a tree, then clock back in and fight. It was the fucking best cartoon. Imagine they made a Superman game like Arkham Asylum to build momentum instead of Suicide Squad. Got Jay Kaczynski to direct, not Gunn. Or if the MCU scrapped $7 billion Doomsday and made a Michael J. White Blade. It's like they don't want to profit. I don't think they know how. Kratos, thank you for the 1999. If Kaczynski would have been perfect for Superman, the guy who directed Top Gun Maverick. Absolutely, that's the guy you want to direct, and who directed F1. That's your Superman director right there. I would even argue Christopher, and I did it twice, Christopher McQuarrie. I'm going hunting for a wabbit. Christopher McQuarrie, I would argue him over James Gunn. I know for a fact, despite him directing a complete stinker, Matthew Vaughn and Mark Miller had a great idea for Superman 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. But yeah, Kaczynski would have been the director to go to for Superman. A extremely talented linear director, not some edgelord or wannabe edgelord like James Gunn. And as far as Blade, they had the casting right. They just couldn't get the script right because they don't know how to succeed anymore. And that's what I heard in my chitty chat with one of the Marvel people, was they really don't know where to go after Secret Wars. But I can tell you this, Pedro Pascal will be sticking around as Mr. Fantastic. So that should kind of tell you everything you need to know. Now, I'm on Az's stream. It's okay, but I've talked about this before and I cannot tell you. But I know something that would break the internet. Or at least, no, it'd break the internet. If they go through with it. And I'll hint, it's what they're going to do after Secret Wars. So they're obviously doing X-Men. That's not the thing. They're doing X-Men. But it's how they're handling their reboot. It's a head scratcher what they're thinking about doing. But it would get a lot of attention. But you're like, really? Now I'll tell you someday. For sure. But it's not set. So what they are doing is they're throwing a bunch of things at the wall and see what sticks. So they have, as far as I know, 3 or 4 guys writing scripts about characters that are going to be holdovers or brand new that go into the reboot and how they're going to handle the reboot. Hail, boys. So I watched the prequel to Fargate, House of Kingdoms, and man, what Archmagus could have been. He could have been a hero, but too many betrayals, losing friends for some royal ego. So sad. It is. But that's what makes him the best villain. He has a bit of motivation. But, you know, as the series goes on, he loses that. He falls to, he's irredeemable. Jaden is Captain Skirt. I saw this uploaded. I don't think Az is coming back, by the way. Mahler, are you still in chat? I'm trapped in the void, he says. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to end this stream. I mean, I just put Spock on my chair but No, we got to read some soups. I saw this uploaded on YouTube. Didn't know Rick and Morty made a bonus episode to retcon the Vindicators into villains. How to kill your old jokes. Apophist Studio TV, says Jaden. Cones and Denim. Wow. Hail, Az and Gary. I read a comic run. I need a comic run recommendation for my girlfriend. She is done with the nihilism and is looking for positive, fun heroine story. A heroine story. Story about heroin. I don't think there's any positive heroine stories out there. Oh, a heroine. So like, are you talking specifically like a comic for a girl, about a girl? I don't know if it's a fun hero story, but pick her up We 3 by Grant Morrison. It's amazing. And I also hate the Lanterns trailer because this is from Exy Rage, because the feeling the Green Lantern's oath is going to be treated like a joke and get cut off because we can't do anything serious. The oath is so cool and inspiring. Yeah, we can only go from what they have presented to us, and that is the hang on. I'm getting a delivery. Thanks, bud. I'm on the stream alone right now. Thanks, bud. Brought in my vitamins. Hang on. Where was I? Oh, we can only go by from what they presented and what Damon Lindelof said a couple of years ago. And we can assume he was joking, but he didn't say he was joking. And I fully believe they dropped the green because they thought it was stupid. It was originally supposed to be called the Green Lantern Corps. It should have stayed the Green Lantern Corps. Now it's called Lanterns. Oh, it's because there's other colors in the spectrum. I didn't see any color in that fucking trailer. What I saw is possibly two superheroes go to MAGA country and they have to deal, and the black man is going to have to deal, well, the half black man is going to have to deal with white middle America. That's what it looks like. That's what it fucking looks like. And Mr. Grizzy threw up a clip of some guys saying the same thing from the other side, saying the exact same thing. Wish I could share the clip, but I can't. I'm not going to be able to eat this, but thank you. Here. Oh my God. Yeah, baby. I'll have to reheat that for later. I can't eat on the stream. Okay, so Lanterns looks like what it is. It looks like it's going to be some kind of weird fucking middle America Trump allegory, and the bad guys will be white supremacy because, I mean, that's pretty much what the bad guys have been in James Gunn's DCEU. It's been some form of white supremacy or MAGA and incels. And that is a streamline that goes, yes, it's in Superman. Yes, it's in Superman. Yes, it definitely in Peacemaker. Yes, it's in Creature Commandos. That's why I'm like, I don't get why some content creators are defending this shit. It's really, it doesn't track for consistency. It's really subtle in Superman, but it's there. It's there. Maybe it's not subtle to some people. Depends on, your tolerance to this, I guess. Snacks for $5. Mahler with Smiling Friends over. If you need a new humor show, check out English dub of Ghost Stories. Anyway, see you next Tuesday. Scrap Iron has been a member for 20 months. Cheers. Az thanks you. Hope he's okay. Given Trek's Western roots, TOS inspired by Wagon Train, DS9 inspired by Gunsmoke, the path forward is clear. Trek Deadwood. Yes. It seems that Kurtzman's kind of missed the Western inspiration of Star Trek. Cracked into Harry Potter 5 yet, Gary? I a little bit. I think I read the first or listened to the first 5 minutes before I crashed out last night. I know it's day of, but it's my favorite book. Can't wait to start for the next Harry Potter stream. Yep. It's up. It's right there. There's so much going on right now. Varn, hi everyone. So tortured and Hi everyone. So the tortured and violation of Star Wars or Star Trek is finally over. Hopefully season 2 of Academy gets canceled. Also, was One Piece season 2 good? First part I've seen, yes. And it's not over yet. Starfleet Academy is not over yet. We have one more episode to go. Art house film, more like ass house film, and not in a good caked up way. Says Imago Louise. Yeah, The Bride is abysmal. It was torturous to watch. So I made a video on it. We'll see how the progress is. We'll see how the progress is. Alpha Chad Feanor did nothing wrong for $20. Good morning, guys. Working on my video response to Gary, LOL. Which one now? Had a question regarding that. Do you guys feel that the accuracy in the book to film adaptation is a necessary requirement for the adaptation to be good? And if not, why? I think complete accuracy to a book is impossible unless the book is short. But I think spirit of the book, not necessarily betraying the core element of the main characters, or hell, all the characters, accuracy in casting, accuracy in look. And listen, I know how you feel about Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. And I know how Christopher Tolkien feels about him. And they are vastly, vastly different from what I believe, because I can't get into his head, what Tolkien's impression was. They're more romantic. There's a lot of focus on beauty as well, and a lot of they used a lot of the language, but there's a lot of the language. Elves being into they had a lot of liberties they took, and some people take exception to them. I say as adaptations, they are great films, the greatest trilogy ever made. Now, if you ask me what's better, the book or PJ's Lord of the Rings, I will always say the book. 100 times in a row, I will say the book is better. But as far as adapting fantasy and staying in the spirit of Tolkien to the point where those books sold, or those movies sold a lot of books, got a lot of people in the Tolkien and kept his name alive. So, yeah. I don't know what else you're responding to, but go ahead. Go at it, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. But I love the movies. I watch them multiple times a year. I also listen to the book multiple times a year. Jay's calling me. I'm live.
I'm so sorry to call you, sir.
It's okay.
Please call Mahler. Did you...
Mahler, go into private chat. Tell me what you need. I can't. Is it possible to play me through the mic? I mean, at this point, we should probably just start another stream. I mean, that would be easier. That would be easier. And then Az can do this on a square, because yeah, I'm limited on time. So Here, what we'll do, Mahler, be ready for another stream. We'll go fire it up on my channel real quick. And then he's got, let's be ready in 5 minutes, Mahler. And I'll read as many of these as I can. And then Az can pick them up on a square up. Jaker Filea Dude says Campbell Soupy Chunk. Alan Mack has been a member for 32 months. Thank you. DPG Byler. Do you recommend The Haunting of Bly Manor? Mahler would 100%. Bride is just Maggie Gyllenhaal's revenge for the long-born shame of her role in Secretary. Maybe. It's the only thing people remember her for. Everyone knows women are entirely allergic to accountability. Why would you guys think they'd be any different for their failures in cinema? Oh, I don't. I just like to point them out, Mr. Saturn, but you are correct, sir. Please point out the last female director film that made an impact. I can only think Hurt Locker. Hurt Locker, Wonder Woman. If we're talking about like a profitable impact at the box office. I can say in TV, the young lady who directed Night of the Seven Kingdoms, she did a fucking phenomenal job. John Gets Gaming for $5. Trump. Don't know who this woman. I don't know who this woman is, but I'm happy that she got her job. We're creating so many jobs for so many women, even not the prettiest, even the ugly ones. As Mahler, you guys should play Shadows of the Damned and The Sinking City. First is very RE4 adjacent and Mexican Leon and other Lovecraftian detective. Oh, and Gary, can't wait for the MegaCon meetup. I can't wait either. So Luckfeld, this will be the last one. Blowing millions of studio dollars on making a shit film. There's a little something punk rock about that. There is. I would almost argue Todd Phillips' approach was a little more punk rock. No. It's punk. Feminism is not punk rock. It's just not. You know what punk rock started out as? You know what punk rock is? It's manufactured. The British form of it was manufactured. It was a fashion. The American version of it, which predates it, is more authentic. We'll leave on that one. But yeah, I think this is going to stay up. So talk amongst yourselves till Az can. I think Az went to bed. I hope he's okay. He was looking pretty sick. He tried, poor guy. But for anybody with leftover super chats, he will pick it up on morning tea on Sunday morning. Okay. I'm going to go over to my channel. We're going to do about an hour. Talk about Firefly. All right. All right. So I'm going to get it set up. See you there in 5 minutes. Sorry, I got to bail out. But I guess it'll stay up until he wakes up. Poor guy. But hope Az feels better, Mahler. See you in a couple. And thanks, everyone.
So Gary, God bless his heart, he's an absolute legend, goes off to fire up another real BBC stream on Nerdrotic Live or wherever it was going to be in an effort to at least continue the show. I then wake up and I just check my phone and I see the message from Gary saying, can you get Mauler back in the stream? He's dropped off. So I'm absolutely, utterly out of it. I decide to reconnect my conversation with God. And then I get into the office again and I realize that the screen is just me. So I think, oh, well, the stream's continuing. I've got to say something, even if it's just to wrap up what's been going on. And so I return back to the stream, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes after Gary drops off or so. Hello, everyone. Oh, what a crazy good show today. Oh man. So as you know, I'd gone off to talk to God on the on the porcelain telephone. Went back to my the screen, and then looking a bit rough. Gary goes, "Don't worry, we'll hello." He's on the blower now. Hello. 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 I can hear you now. Yeah, just pop on over and we'll do the supers or something. All right, dude. So Gary's just like, go chill out. So I literally just went into my room, put my head on the pillow just to relax for a second, and then drifted off into the land of bliss and nod, and don't quite know what else to call it. Hello.
The worst timing for everything ever.
Well, I was saying how when Gary went, you just take it easy for a bit. So I went into my room, and I just shut down. I just sort of like sat down and then put my head on my pillow, and that was it. And I was out for a bit. And then I got up, and it was just before 6. And I was like, I'll come in and I'll say, let's run through some supers if we can. And then I just had the impulse to check my phone, and I just see this message from Gary from like nearly an hour ago, just saying, Maul is dropped. Can you get him back in?
Yep.
And I was like, oh no. So it's like, is Gary just there on his own? And then yes. Muchos funos.
Chat will losing their mind trying to communicate solutions to Gary because he was he wasn't really reading chat, which is it's understandable. He was trying to run a show and everything, but
yeah,
we're okay. We got there in the end.
So I just came in here, saw just me full screen on my own. Like I was like, today's just a perfect day.
Some people would accuse this stream of being poorly written, but it's all coincidences.
Well, I've got a confession to make. Hold on, I've got a confession to make. This show is directed by Maggie Gunn.
Oh no, I thought we were going to tell him.
Give us editing powers, so you can do that. So because Mahler dipped out, and I couldn't let him back in while you were gone.
So I see.
Yeah.
So I see.
So I had to start another stream, which shot everybody over there, but now you're back, so we're bringing everybody back. So give me editing powers on Streamlabs and Mahler too, so we can, just in case that happens again.
Okay.
We don't.
I have no
confuse
idea.
our poor audience. Everybody's yelled at me to read chat. I'm like, I can't let Mahler in, and I like having him on a mic would sound terrible. So let's just start another stream.
That's one way. That was one way of doing it.
Yeah.
God, this reminds me of like fucking years ago. As a guest, I think on Midnight's Edge, like nearly 5 years ago, and then like I think it was Tom who was running the show. His internet just fell off, so he just dropped completely from the stream, and then it was just like me for a little bit. It was fun. It was fun.
Great when that happens.
Yeah, fun times. So what were you cracking?
I was
on
just
about?
reading super chats.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't share anything. I couldn't let Mahler back in. So I just read super chats. I'll tell you where I stopped.
Where did you start? More to the point.
Oh, I started at the beginning.
Started at the very beginning. How could you see?
I can see the super chats.
What, from the very beginning?
Well, from wherever I started. It was the beginning for me.
Okay.
It was the beginning for me, but I got down to oh shit, I don't know. You're on your own.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like finish up a video and I'm like, oh shit, I can't put the stream on my main channel because of notifications because I'm putting out a video. So let's just do it on Nerdrotic Live and yeah.
We'll do it live. What a crazy time to
talk about
just
Firefly.
Want to, Firefly announcement in 5 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do we think it is?
Well, if they're making an announcement, and I think a pilot. I think a pilot.
I think you're right. I think if it's even if it's an animated series, I'll be disappointed from this. If it's an animated series and they like, we're going to get the band back together and it's like, okay, animated series.
I mean, those videos are pretty scuffed. Like if it was on some kind of set or production-y thing, it looked a bit more clean. I would assume maybe they're doing a pilot, but from what it is, like I could believe it is animation or something.
If it's anything less than a pilot, live action pilot, it's a disappointment. Now we can get past that. Let's just go, it's a pilot or an animated series, but fucking an animated series is not going to get watched by as many people. It will take longer to make. It would be, and then what would the animation look like? It just, no, I don't think they should be doing it at all. Right. But let's say it's a TV movie. It's a pilot. It's live action. Unless Nathan Fillion goes up to Joss Whedon's door, which would be, you want to talk about bold. That would be bold. That would break the internet. And you know what? Most people would not complain.
He's too much. I don't think he would ever take that risk, Nathan Fillion, right now. He's
why? What's he got to worry about? He's got a hit show.
Getting canceled, like by
who would cancel Nathan Fillion?
Dude, they'll cancel anybody.
Yeah, they will. But
well, I'm just looking. There's no more knocking at the door since
no. But that's the one door you need to knock on.
I was surprised they knocked on Adam Baldwin's door, to be honest with you.
I am too. So that's like, all right, go to Joss Whedon next. Show us the Me Too bullshit, canceling bullshit's over. Go to Joss Whedon. And I know he has TDS. I fucking know. But he didn't do anything worthy of ending his career. He cheated on his wife in Hollywood, which is a fucking day that ends in Y. He claimed he was a male feminist when he wasn't. Fine. To like whatever. And he's a hypocrite. It's not worth losing your job over. He was a dick to Ray Fisher, which admittedly puts him a little up for me.
Yeah.
And he told Gal Gadot he doesn't want any fucking lines from her, from any notes in her script. Okay, goes up a little more for me. And he also directed one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. I think he's probably a shadow of his former self. And I think even if he came back, which is the best chance this show has, even if he comes back, it would be at best 50-50. And that might be too high.
Yeah.
because I think his confidence is broken. And once your confidence is broken, yeah.
What was he?
Over.
What was he writing as his cancellation was?
The Nevers.
Wasn't that actually good the first season?
I like the Nevers. I thought it was okay. I'd be curious to watch it with you, Gary, to see what you think. Because it's got like Joss Whedon DNA, Mutant Enemy DNA for sure in there. Like the dialogue it's got some highlights. The story is interesting. I think you might sort of roll your eyes when you first discover it, but they do something in the first 6 episodes that when me, Rags, and Free watched it, we were like, "What the fuck? Okay, that's interesting." It's a huge genre bend.
I watched the first episode and rolled my eyes and stopped and just went, no, no. Little did I know there was so much more of that down the pike, but I'd be willing to go back and watch it.
I think you'd like the twist, certainly in concept.
Well, it's all irrelevant now, though.
Well, yeah.
Because that show died when he got Me Too.
No, yeah, without him, it was never gonna last anyway.
So, and he took his name off the show and did a lot of stuff, and he apologized that he was compliant, and he has no fucking work. He's done in that town, which is insane, absolutely insane.
Well, that just means they clearly wanted him out. That's what that's
like sacrificed for that.
Yes.
Era. He's like one of the top cancellations of all time. And then you're like, oh God, what did he do? And then you're like, oh.
It's a bit of a cock, a bit of a dickhead.
he told Ray Fisher to say the line that's from the Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah.
Ray Fisher took it as racist because he's fucking retarded.
Oh, yeah, he's a theater kid.
He's a theater kid, and he's not a very good actor at that. Remember when he was just going to be this big star as? Remember when we were going to get a Cyborg movie?
Cyborg and Flash buddy movie.
What was his hashtag?
Hashtag booyah.
No, I know. No, it was something like integrity over art or some fucking bullshit like that.
Yeah.
He really took the opportunity to like steamroll Joss Whedon and use the Snyder fandom to do it. Where's he been, Snyder fandom? Where's he been for you since then?
Oh, he's been nowhere.
Gal Gadot can't act. I mean, out of the three of them, like Ezra Miller is actually a better actor. Out of Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher, and Gal Gadot, I'd rather look at Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Gal
Give me the stone.
Give the stone.
Maxwell Lord.
I can't bother, but I know what you mean. He had this little something over something. Something. I can't remember what he put. And now he's deleted all of his social media anyway.
Yep.
Has he? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Because he's not getting any gigs, and his management probably told him to shut the fuck up and scrub his social media, because whether you like Joss Whedon or not, you know what the rest of the town sees, which these fucking idiots don't ever realize, is despite the fact to your face they will say, Ray Fisher, that, oh, we totally agree with you, we're on your side. When you walk out of the room, never hire this guy. He looks like the biggest fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
He'll be nothing but trouble on the set.
Didn't Zack Snyder say something like, oh, I'll get you Ray for something, for a project or something? But
yeah, he put him in Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon Part 1.
He had that iconic death sequence that lady went.
Apparently he's in Rebel Moon Part 2, or at least credited in it.
I don't remember. Was he in a flashback or something?
Maybe.
But
I have
since
scrubbed
then,
it from my mind.
Apart from the 2 Rebel Moons, since the Snyder Cut's Justice League, which was 2021, Women of the Movement 4 episodes TV series. Rebel Moon Part 1, Rebel Moon Part 2. 2024, The Piano Lesson.
Ooh.
Since that, nothing.
Sounds like his career's on fire.
It's happening. And he was in True Detective.
Season 4.
He's in one of them. I don't know what season it was. But yeah, he went from Justice League.
There's only one season of
to True Detective, so I hear, to the Snyder Cut, then Women of Movement 4 epic. Yeah, he's done fuck all.
Yeah.
He has done absolutely knacker all.
Tragic.
Well, the thing is, Warner Brothers is to blame for that. Warner Brothers screwed over, however you feel about Zack Snyder, they screwed the guy over, right? They wouldn't wait because his fucking daughter committed suicide, so they wouldn't wait, and they used this as an excuse to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Brought in Joss. Joss was miffed
having
at
a mental
Marvel
breakdown,
and and then had to go through that while he was going through all his personal shit. Then he got a bunch of shit for making the movie, and the people to blame are Warner Brothers. Like they were fucking retarded. They've been retarded. There's a reason they're for sale right now. And then they're massively in debt is because they're fucking stupid. They've always been stupid with DC. They've been, as you know, they could have done a DC universe in the 80s.
In the 80s, yes. We had, of course, Christopher Reeve Superman. We could have had Wonder Woman. We could have had, and there was talk at one point about Batman and Superman.
Yes, there was. Long time.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get together despite owning the rights outright. They couldn't get it together.
Could have had the Flash in there. Could have had Batman in there, obviously. So yeah, that could have got going. And then it nearly got going again in the early 2000s.
They had a loyal Chris Nolan who was willing to stick with them until they fucked him over. And he said, fuck you.
Yeah, Warner Brothers,
they're really fucking dumb. And that didn't
you know.
change very much with Zaslav, in my opinion. But he did his
Zaslav
job.
Came in to sell the company.
He did. He came in to sell the company and make a lot of money, and he did his job.
Yeah.
But far as like, I talked about it last night, as far as people rooting for him, like he was some kind of like secret MAGA agent that was gonna like right the ship of the entirety of Hollywood, and it's like, stop. Stop.
Yeah, that's not
what happened.
It's never happening.
Nope.
Okay, before I vomit my way into the afterlife, let's get through some of these super zones so I can eat away at these. And speaking of eating, Soul Eater tying with a $10 is Mauler. Imagine you're in Final Destination, but this version, death is gay. You're on the list, and one way off it is to do one gay act to show you're a team player. Will you do it or accept the end?
So, yeah, I did mention it in chat because Gary read this one out. So it would be do one gay or die. It's a very good question because it's basically just perfectly balanced of, do you die spiritually or do you die physically? And, I feel like this is a question even like just the greatest philosophers have covered. You can read a lot of thesis on this. The conclusion usually is surely it would be better to just die. And I understand it's a good argument. So yeah, that's
if your time's up, your time's up.
Yeah, that's it. You've lived your life. You got to be a principled person.
Has he done this one, Cynical Crusader?
No.
Check out Guy Ritchie's In the Grey.
I read that one.
Oh, okay.
This one?
I read that one.
This one?
I read that one.
How on earth have you seen? How did you see these ones? Solomon Kane?
Read that one.
And Chrome?
Read that one.
Barry McCock? Oh my God, Barry, change your thumbnail for fuck's sake.
Read that one.
Chrome?
Read that one.
Taker?
Read that one.
Terry Masters?
Read that one. Went on a big long rant about how much Collider ruined fandom.
Well, that Collider 8 Rings, Lord of the Rings. Pure rage bait. That's
Yes.
all it is. It's
Yes.
just they got nothing. They've got no way of getting people onto
No,
their site.
Those are the
No
fucks.
pure rage
Oh, here
bait.
I go again. Those are the fucks who called us toxic fan, and look what they're doing now. Rage bait. Those are the
Yeah.
fucks who would call out clickbait. And what are they doing? Fucking clickbait.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit. Fuck off.
Bungle Twanger.
I read this one.
One Piece.
One Piece
season
is going to
2.
be in the theaters. Yep, read that one.
Okay. Alex
read that
Belfour.
one.
This is quick, folks.
Read that one.
Crate. Okay. Mexi Rage.
Read that one.
BTC.
Read that one. I read a lot.
Okay. Marksman.
Read that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tahut. Another Mexi
Yes.
Rage. Theron.
Oh, no, I haven't read this one.
Okay. Theron with a £2 says, you need to be talking about the bait. TRLR. Oh dear.
Of Master?
Is that meant to be the Lord of the Rings? He's meant to be TRLR?
Maybe. I mean, that's
The rings,
again, it's
Lord
pure.
rings.
I went to Collider's owned by Valnet. I listed off all the companies that Valnet owns. The employee, and in the first 2 paragraphs of the wiki, as it mentions how the employees are bitching about how they don't get paid enough. Like, fucks, you're overpaid.
Yeah.
Shut up. Piss off.
You are an advocate of AI.
You know what? You know what brings on good pay? Profitability. If you are an employee black hole, then you are not contributing to the profitability of your company, and you deserve nothing.
You deserve nothing.
You
sir.
deserve nothing.
Nothing. You get nothing. Marksman of a 117B with a $5 says, how will big lefties, the Rick and Morty team are? The
Yes.
joke about Israel hits differently, which is funny as it was cut out of the YouTube re-uploads.
Oh, was it? I don't watch Rick and Morty. So.
I know watch Rick and Morty.
I don't remember the Israel joke. You have to I mean, well, I was going to say you'd have to link me, but it's like, well, apparently
I was told that the Israel joke is real. Yeah.
Wow.
Try the veal. I'm here all week.
You're making me want to be sick again, Gary.
Oh,
Why are you even doing the show? Why don't you just call in sick?
Because like I said, I put my head on a pillow, and then I thought, you know what? I'll see if I can just do the final hour of doing some super chats, and if I'm feeling rough, I'll dip. And then I look at my phone, and I've got a message from you saying, Maul is dropped. Can you get him back in? And it was like 50 minutes ago.
that's
All you had to
actually
do was put
Gary's
him
question.
back in and go back to sleep.
So
And
I
we-
poked my iPad around the corner, and there's just this screen of my screen. That was it. And I was like, oh no. I was fine this morning. I was fine. I did a 6-hour stream.
But you're not fine now.
And then I had something to eat. And as soon as I had something to eat, Vomit City.
Yeah. If you're vomiting before the show, call it, buddy. It's all good. We got you.
It's all gravy. I'm here for the people.
It doesn't look like gravy when it's coming back out.
It definitely doesn't look like fuck off, dude. Oh, it's not okay. Look, I'll just try and do. I'll do some.
Okay, do you want me to read them?
No, I'll go. John Thomas with a $10. Gary, unsure if it's new. Saw a George R.R. Martin Vanity interview that he just isn't motivated to finish Song of Fire and Ice, I guess. His ending will be even darker than season 8. How? Since it's never finished, no one else will finish it.
Yeah, he's not going to let anybody finish it. I bet you his wife, if she's still around, lets somebody else finish it, though. He's probably going to instruct his heirs not to do it. But there is, I mean, fucking, if I was the publisher, I don't understand why they're not suing the shit out of him at this point. He keeps giving them side books to make him happy, but like, I'm sure they've given him huge advances, and
we
he's
don't know what the contract is, do we? So
You might have been careful with it, yeah.
but I'm sure that like they're putting up with his shit because they don't want to piss him off. Because if he ever does release a book, it will make a lot of money.
But he won't, so it doesn't matter.
He won't, so it doesn't matter.
Josh Kelsey slamming a 20 down. Josh, love you, boo. Thank you. Snacks with a $5 is Mauler with Smiling Friends over. If you need a new humor show, check out English dub of Ghost Stories. Anyway, see you next Tuesday.
That one was read out, I remember.
Yeah, but Mahler wasn't here. So
Scrap Iron with a 20 month.
I was listening, darn it. I was in chat.
Okay. Campbell Soupy Chunk with a $5 is given Trek's Western Roots. The original series inspired by Wagon Train, DS9 inspired by Gunsmoke. The path forward is clear. Trek Deadwood. I don't want any other Trek.
Read this one.
You read this one?
Yep.
Vaughn.
I read this one.
Okay.
Read this one.
Okay. Okay.
Read this one.
Okay. More Campbell Soupy.
I did not read this one.
Joker for later, dude. Alan Mack with 32 months. Thank you, Alan. DPG Bella with a $2 says, do you recommend The Haunting of Bly Manor?
Yes. That's my favorite of the Flanagan shows.
Okay.
Read this one.
Okay. Mr. Saturn.
Yes, read this one.
Dale with a $5.
Did not read this one.
Okay. Please point out the last female directed film that's made an impact. I can only think of Hurt Locker.
Well, I read this one, but it's okay.
Okay. The last female directed movie that had an impact.
Wonder Woman is one of those.
Wonder Woman would be, yeah. And that's going back now.
A little bit. 2017 was that? Or was it earlier?
What's the highest grossing female directed movie?
Barbie. No, Barbie would be
Barbie.
it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. That was a wonderful film about how feminism is just cancerous.
Barbie. It is Barbie.
Yeah.
It is Barbie.
John Gets Gaming with a $5 is Trump. I don't know who this woman is, but I'm happy to have gotten her
I read
a
this
job.
one, yeah.
Okay.
We're creating so many jobs, even for women who aren't the
jobs.
prettiest.
Cuban with a $10.
I read this one.
Okay. Thank you, Cuban. Luckfield with a 5.
I haven't read this one.
Blowing
Maybe I
millions
did.
of studio dollars on making a shit film. There's
Yes,
a
I
little
did.
something. Okay.
There is something punk rock about that.
There is, if it was for the right reasons. Those aren't punk rock reasons. The Planet Will with a 10.
Did not read this one.
After watching The Bride and listening to this spewing trash interview, I have just one thing to say. I'm tired, boss. We all are. KKK took my baby away with a $2. Says there's only one bride.
Hail the Ramones.
And it's Beatrice Kiddo. Ministry of Wrong Thing with a 34 months says, do you guys think Star Wars fatigue is also a worldwide phenomenon? Or is it just the West that done with the bullshit? Well, China aren't even into Star Wars.
I think if that it was successful with foreign countries or whatever, it wouldn't be because they like Star Wars. It would just be that they enjoyed whatever that was in a sci-fi fantasy, whatever sense.
Star Wars is still one of the biggest brands in the world.
I think one of the recognizable. I don't know.
Well, as far as money is concerned, if you go top 10 brands, it's in the top 5, top 10. But has a lot to do with merchandise sales.
Snacks with a 2, Bale's bride scene, but dubbed over with his rant. Oh, good for you.
And how was it?
Matthew Leach with the $2 says, Mauler, you know you want to stream Batman Arkham next.
I'm actually going to ask Az once the stream has ended about advice on what I will stream next because I have a couple of decisions I'm going to make.
Okay.
Find out more next week.
But I'm going to run. So you better be.
It won't take you long.
BK Blair with the $5 says, never been a big fan of the Gyllenhaal in The Dark Knight. Would have liked to have seen Katie Holmes reprise her role. Holmes was more hotter, to be honest. Katie Holmes is well hotter, but
that's not controversial.
Yeah. She's well hotter than fucking Maggie Gyllenhaal. Didn't she say there's some like conflict of filming?
Something, I don't know.
But was it something to do with the Tom Cruise and the old Scientologists and all that kind of thing?
It's a shame if true, yeah.
Yeah. Corvo the Crow with the $5 says, love the Neil Gaiman cameo in Fargate Season 3 as Captain Richard Slap, true male feminist.
That was after, okay, I don't know if you heard me talking about the episode where Lieutenant Phil McCrevis killed the god of feminism, and in a cruel twist of fate, the god of feminism is a man, but he did it in a pocket universe. So after that's in that same season too. But we then Phil McCrevis had to seal the pocket dimension behind him because every male from our universe wanted to try. So they were going to have an immigration problem, and because all the women would be cool and chill, because it's a universe without woke white women.
Isn't it kind of insane episode that they got away with that? Because he was Richard Slap. Like his name wasn't Richard Slap. He got the slap thing. He slap all of the. Well, I didn't want to say it, but they revealed that later.
Yeah.
Women, he would slap women, and they thought it'd be funny to have Neil Gaiman do it.
Yeah,
and it was
Gaiman
very
and Dick Slap,
self-aware, but yeah, they just wouldn't make a character like that anymore, you know.
No.
BRB.
The Hidden with a $5 says, has any of these women heard of Lucille Ball, who did more for women in the film industry than anyone ever has? Hail the fellowship. She was probably held down by Ricardo, Luckfield with a $5 says, women demanding more money and opportunity without accountability. I'm shocked. Age-old story. Mother of Sons with a $10 says, here's some money for recommending Sharp. It was awesome.
Yeah. I was like, should I say anything? I don't know.
Previewing will follow the light right up my alley, and your epic rant 4 weeks ago as a woman, women earned all the hate they're receiving. So okay, Gary, come back soon, please. Super Mastermind with a $5 says, I heard that all scripts are made into a comic book, about 135K costs, and tested on audiences via that comic. No way they did that for this movie. Book of Grudges with a $20 says, Maggie Gyllenhaal is one of the biggest flaws in The Dark Knight. The idea that Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent would be fighting over a woman who looks like Maggie Gyllenhaal strains belief to the breaking point.
Yeah, I can believe a lot of things.
Yeah, that is not one.
That is not one of them.
Can I just leave this with you, Gary, for a couple minutes, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Next time he's sick, we need to refuse to come on.
Well, dude, what was so funny? We were like, "Hey, want to do a stream about Firefly?" And it's like, "Well, we got real BBC." And it's like,
I know,
it worked out perfectly.
I know. So I hit up Mahler Sunday, right? And I'm like, I want to do just a stream on Firefly and discussing ins and outs of this reboot, whether it's going to work or not. So for like an hour and a half, we could just like really get in the weeds on it. And Mueller said, well, we got BBC coming up. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Talked about it for 3 minutes. Fucking A. Like it's the only news I like that, and the Conan was like the only thing I was like really interested in talking about. So, and then the bride came along, but I did a video. All right. So the one thing I remember from Kurtzman Trek is the bastardization of Judge Aaron Sate, quote, yes, Oh my God, yes. It lives rent-free in my head, which is the only thing with affordable rent these days. Listen, the last 2 days, Kurtzman and Robert Picardo have provided me enough clips to be my intro for my next video, which I have already started slicing up Kurtzman's speech. So that will be the intro to my next video. Dude, I got a bunch of work done yesterday. I recorded a whole video in like 2.5 hours. I never do that. But I was like, I want to do the bride. I want to make it worth going, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. And I end up spending. I thought it was just going to be like 20 minutes. And I was going to throw it on daily. And now it turned into something bigger.
I can say I've been there. Videos
Yes.
getting longer, you know.
Things just keep getting longer. So that one's going to be stuck on the screen because I can't take it off the screen. But
I'm back. Would you gentlemen be okay if we just did a couple more and then called it a day?
Sure.
Okay.
And then you beautiful people that have super chat, I sincerely apologize for my vomiting session today. I will do the other super chats in a video for you tomorrow before ripping a silverback and hope that this is just something I've eaten and it passes within a few hours. Passing being the operative word. But
I had food poisoning yesterday, but not the
I was
throwing up
fine this
variety.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is purely just the throwing up. There's no other way. There's no other route. This is just from the.
If Garrett wants to know why I did my video off camera, it's because I was not living my best life like as is right now. Not living his best life. That's our communication. That's I tell my wife when I'm like, I'm going to be on the shitter for like an hour.
Wow.
I don't say that. I'm not living my best life right now.
Britt Cormier with a $50 says, I think of a man and I take away reason, accountability. Melvin Oodle. After almost 30 years, this line has proven correct when it comes to Hollywood. Never look at your creation and think I can do better. Just blame us for not accepting it.
No, especially when like I'm going to subvert this thing written by a woman and then say she was forced to write it this way by the patriarchy. This wasn't the story she wanted to tell.
Acid Hot Pocket with $100. Literally just scream at Gary, saying, Gary, call Mauler on Discord.
I guess I was reading your super chats and I couldn't see the chat, right? So I guess it was blowing up because Mauler's like, help me. And
Help me.
I couldn't bring him on the show. Now, we could have done a mic on Discord, but again, it would have sounded like ass.
There's a bunch that came through clearly when everything had fallen apart. Cosmic Mushroom with a 450 Danish. I'm not blaming anyone but me, dude.
No one is listening anymore. We just want you to call Mauler, you old fart.
Yeah.
So during the stream, Jay calls me, and Jay calls me like I pick up the phone. I'm all, yeah, I'm live, and he's all, I'm sorry, sir. I was like, fucking Jay, don't call me fucking sir. Fuck you, we're friends. You ever call me that again, I will slap you. I'm sorry, sir. Like, I'm that to you. I'm that to you. I'm sir. Fuck.
Zan Zoltan with 1,000 asses says, I'm here for when As Vomits Live. That's why we're calling the show now. That's why we're going to call it now. Otherwise, there could be some fireworks through the mouth. What I'm going to do, chat, is I'll pull down the video. I'll edit it. I'll edit the thing out, and then I'll put the video back up. Probably tomorrow, and then I'll do a video with the other super chats. So apologies for whatever's happening right now, and I'm sorry to Gary and sorry to Mauler as well for what's just been going on today. But massive thank you for everyone who did come to this new and improved Real BBC. Well, we experiment with drugs before the show, and then we'll see what happens.
That'd be a much
during
better
it.
stream for at least one.
Mods, thank you very much indeed for giving it your free time, and for everybody who did super chat, member, remember, etc. Thank you for supporting the channel. And like I said, if you didn't get your super chat read out, I'll pop it up in a video for you guys and girls tomorrow. We'll be on Gary's channel next week, so hopefully everybody will be fitting well. And until then, you take care. Goodbye, Balubu.
Bye.
Bye.
So we managed to eventually get the stream to some sort of conclusion. Obviously not what I wanted, but I was absolutely out of it by then. And let's just say the next hour or so was not a lot of fun. But then I went to bed immediately after that, and I slept through to around 6 a.m. this morning. So I did get a lot of rest, and I do feel better for that. I haven't continued my conversation since then, which is a big positive. Had some weird dreams. I mean, dreams are always weird, but the type that you think you're dreaming for hours and hours and hours, and then you wake up and you check your watch and you realize you've been asleep for about 30 minutes. I had those type of dreams going on. So I've had a little bit of breakfast this morning, and I have had a coffee, or I'm in the process of having a coffee. It's very cold now, but I've been sipping it, and the breakfast, just taking small bites and seeing how things went. But I feel like I'm fully on the road to recovery. I'm pretty convinced now that it was brought on by the chicken and fish. Oopsies. So I want to apologize, obviously, to Gary and Mauler, and thank you so much to those guys for carrying that stream for us when I was absolutely out of it. And I want to apologize and thank you guys and gals who came to the stream and were still so supportive, even though I was going through it, shall we say. So next week, of course, Real BBC would be back on Gary's channel, and normal service will be resumed. Unless I get some more fish. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Balubu.